Okay, so this is a little card trick using 1, 2, 3, 4 kings, and the idea is to lose each king into the middle of the pack and lose the king into the pack and then find them again by using the mystical number 3. Now the first king to get lost would be the king of clubs. The king goes into the pack, and that's going to be followed by the next king, which would be the king of hearts. The king of hearts also gets lost into the pack. That's 2 kings. And the third king will be also get lost. Here's the king of spades, also gets lost into the pack. And once more, and the last king is going to be the king of diamonds, and here's the king of diamonds. So 4 kings are lost in 4 separate positions in the pack. So we just give a bit of a shuffle, and one more shuffle, and one more cut, and the number 3 we count 3 times. 1, 2, 3, and on the number 3 you get a king. Again, 1, 2, again counting 3 times you get a king. Now if I count any other number of times, 2 or 3 or 2 or 4 or 5, I wouldn't get a king, but I'm getting a king because I'm using the number 3. I'm turning over the cards 3 times, and there we have a king. And one more, again, it has to be the number 3, and any other number won't work. And once again, there we have the 4 kings. So that is the result of the mystical number 3. The mystical number 3 is so mystical that sometimes it makes a surprise appearance. And there's the 4 kings, and not only that, but there's the king of 3 of clubs. Here's the king of hearts to match the 3 of hearts. 3 of hearts to match the king of hearts. 3 of spades to match the king of spades, and also the 3 diamonds to match the king of diamonds. This is the explanation for the magic number 3. So you have 4 kings, clubs, hearts, spades and diamonds, and on the bottom of the pack you have the 4 3s, 3 clubs, 3 hearts, 3 spades, 3 diamonds, matching the setup of the king order. So now the first king goes into the middle of the pack, the king of clubs, and you hold a break below it. So now the idea is to add that 3 to the bottom of that king. And the way that I'm doing it, there's other ways of doing it, but there's one way that I'm doing it is pushing the king and hold a break below that king, and then you do an old Di Vernon move where you pull out the bottom packet, but as you pull out the bottom packet, the bottom card stays in place on the palm, on the top part of the palm, just around about there. So you push it in, you've got the break underneath the 3 king of clubs, you pull out the bottom packet, the bottom card stays in place, that top packet drops down, and the 3 of clubs joins it. So now you do 1 or 2 drop Hindus off the top, and then you put this packet on top. Now on this packet is a full 3s. Okay, so now you do it again, but this time you don't do the add-on. You do the second Hindu shuffle, but this time you don't do the add-on. And so you do 2 Hindu shuffles, and you only do the add-on on the first Hindu. So now at the end of the second Hindu shuffle, there's 3s and the kings in position. So now you hold a break, or you can put the cards in place like that and hold the break, because each king is going to go into below the preceding 3 in a 3 king setup. Okay, so or you can hold a finger break and kick the cards over and then pick up. So kick it over and then pick up. Or anyway, basically you're just going to so the kings are going to go in the same place as the other places, as the other kings and 3s. Okay, so now you hold a break and you kick over, you get the king, and you push the king in again. You do the add-on move, pull out the bottom packet, the bottom card stays in place, that top drops down, do 1 or 2 Hindus, and then switch packets again to the second Hindu shuffle, and then put that packet again on top. So then hold a finger break, and then if you want, you can just, to make it easier, instead of doing that thing, you can just lift up and put the king in. Okay, so there's the king of spades, goes in there, and so that king goes in there, again you push it in, hold the brake below it, do the add-on move for the first Hindu shuffle, do the add-on move, Hindu off a few cards, change over, and the second Hindu don't do the add-on move, so there. So now once again this packet goes on top, and there's the add-on, there's the situation now, 3 king, 3 king, 3 king. So again, so for the last, so again you can just put the cards down, and you know, as you're doing this, so you can just, you know, if you want, just maybe just put the cards directly against the palm to you know, so you don't have to do any little finger break and kick over. So there, so you can put there like that and then hold it. Okay, so then you can put the last king directly into the break. Now for the last king, you do something a bit different. The king of diamonds, you do something a little bit different. So there's the situation at the moment. There's a king of diamonds, you just put in the last king, king of diamonds. So there's the 3 of spades, so king of spades, here's the 3 of hearts, here's the king of hearts, here's the 3 of clubs, and there's the king of clubs. So now, instead of getting a break below the king of diamonds, I need to get a break 6 cards above that king of diamonds. So, and there's also, remember, the 3 of diamonds is on the bottom as well. So 3, so there's a king of diamonds, you just push it in. Well, first of all, what you can do, you can just leave it out jogged, show that the cards are in different, say that other kings in different places in the pack, and as you're spreading, get a card, break 6 cards above that out jogged card, and push in that out jogged card, and you've got no break above it or under it or nothing. So now the situation is, now there's all those cards above the setup. So there's a king, 3, king, 3, king, 3, king, king. But there's no 3 under the king, 3 king of diamonds, because the 3 is on there. Okay, so now you just, with those cards above, you just Hindu shuffle, but you keep the break as you Hindu shuffle. So there, and you're keeping the break. So you're Hindu shuffling onto the finger break there. So now finally you just once again finish off by doing that add-on move, and just give one single cut, and now you've got those, all those cards on top, king of diamonds and the 3 of diamonds on the bottom. Okay, so now having done all that, you now do the cut deeper force. You do it 3 times. So now you spread the cards, about 8 or 9 cards, and you turn over and you spread a few more, you spread those cards plus 8 or 9 cards more, and now the first face down card will be the king. You flip it over, and as you do so you get a finger break, a pinky break below that top card, which is the 3, and you add that to that packet. So there. Okay, so then again, so now again there's the rest of the setup. So you go 1, 2, 3, and again you add that as you flip the cards over. You add that 3 beneath there. Okay, so now you can once again just do the cut deeper force. So spread some cards, and then spread some more cards, and then again there's the king, turn it over, add that card, add the 3 underneath it, and then last time, for the last one, you don't have to do that adding up move because the 3 is already on the bottom, but then you still do the cut deeper force 1, 2, 3, and this time just turn over, there's the king, and then reveal 4 kings, and underneath are the 1, 2, 3, 4 3s matching the 4 kings.